Hi guys, this is Sadek from Droidman.com. In this video, we'll show you how to flash the latest Hertzify Android 16 ROM onto Poco F7. So please take a backup of all the phone's data and then let's get started. So first and foremost, you'll have to get the ROM file from here, the HertzifyOS. Get it from this link. Once you've got the ROM file, which is the zip file, which is this one, let's get started. So first and foremost, get the SDK from my article, Android SDK, and extract them onto your PC. Upon doing so, you will get a few files. Let me show you the files of platform tools. One that is done. Now enable OEM unlocking and USB debugging. OEM unlocking is required to unlock the phone's bootloader, and USB debugging is required for ADB command. So let's enable both the toggles onto our phone. Just give me a second. So first and foremost, go to settings, about phone, tap on OS version 7 times, then go back, go to additional settings, from there, dev options, and enable OEM unlocking as well as USB debugging. Tap on OK. After waiting for 10 seconds, checkmark this as well, aware of all the risk, and then just tap on OK. Now, you might get one more prompt. Again, tap on OK, and that is it. We have enabled debugging. Let's first verify it. So for that, type in CMD in the address bar of platform tools, hit the enter key. Now type in the command of ADB devices, verify you are having an ID. If that's all fine, then next up you have to unlock the phone's bootloader. For that, we have an article and a video on HyperOS 3 and 2 both. So please have a look at that and get the job done. Once you unlock the phone's bootloader as well, re-enable USB debugging on your phone. Then moving on, now boot the phone to fastboot mode. So for that, type in the command of ADB reboot bootloader, hit the enter key, and the phone should now be inside the fastboot mode in just a moment. So let's just wait for that to happen. After that, type in the command of fastboot devices and verify you are having an ID. If you're not having this ID, in that case, install the fastboot drivers onto your PC. Link for the drivers are given here. So please go through them once, install the drivers. When that is done, do a right click on the Windows icon, choose Device Manager, then expand the Android phone section and verify your phone is shown there. As you could see in our case, our phone is now shown here. If that's all fine, then let's get started with the ROM flashing. So first and foremost, extract the ROM zip file. The ROM zip file is over here. Extract via 7-zip or any of your choice. Show more options, 7-zip, extract to HertzifyOS. Then you get a few files. Now extract this bin file via this article. Go to my article and there are a few tools. You may use any of the tools and extract the files. So let's use the fastboot enhance tool to extract this. So the fastboot enhance tool is this one. Launch it by the exe file. Go to payload dumper, click on browse. Now let's load the file, which is the HertzifyOS. This is the one. Payload bin, click on open. Partitions. And we require two partitions. One is the recovery, this one. And the next one is the vendor boot. So recovery and vendor boot, checkmark both of them. Allow incremental, extract image. Choose a location. Let's say desktop. Click on OK. Give it a few seconds. And you could now see we have got both the files. Click on OK. Let's first verify it. And we have both the files, vendor boot and recovery. Copy both the files from here. Paste the file inside the folder of platform tools, which is this one. Let's paste it here. When that is done, let's move with the next step. So we have got both the files now. Now let's first flash the recovery file. So copy the recovery command and paste the command in the CMD window. Over here, hit the enter key. Then let's flash the file of vendor boot. Copy the command, again paste the command here. Hit enter. After that, boot the phone to the recovery mode. The newly flashed recovery. Fastboot, reboot recovery is the command. So copy the command, again paste the command here. Hit enter. And the phone should now be inside the Hertzify recovery in just a moment. When that is done, we could then easily flash the ROM file. Just give it a few seconds. In the meantime, do one more thing. Copy the ROM file, the ROM zip file from here, and paste the file inside the folder of platform tools. Just give me a second. This is the ROM zip file. Copy it from here, paste the file inside platform tools. Do a renaming as well. Rename this to something shorter. Let's say ROM. The name becomes rom.zip. Great. And now we are inside the recovery mode. Okay, it's using the pixel recovery. As you might be aware of, the pixel experience ROM, which is no longer there, but it's for one of the best ROM out there. It's using the same recovery out there. Great to see this. Now use the volume key to highlight, factory reset, power key to confirm. Format data, once again, format data. Then go back, apply update from ADB. Then first off, type in the command of ADB devices, verify you are having a sideload keyword. Let's verify it. Yes, it's all fine. Now type in the command of ADB sideload, the file name which is rom.zip, hit the enter key. The flashing will now start. Take 4 to 5 minutes. So let's just wait for that to complete. And with this, the flashing is just about to get over in a few more seconds. Let's just keep a tab on that. And you could see it's now done. To flash any other file, tap on yes. For me, that's not required now. So I'll choose no option. Okay, just give me a second. No, it's fine. Finally, please do a phone formatting once again. Formatting is a must at the end as well. And that is it. You may now boot to the OS. So choose reboot system now. And the first booting up will take up some time. I guess around 20-30 seconds. That's all normal. With that in mind, let's just keep a tab on the boot logo or the boot animation, which should be here anytime soon. After this, we should have the boot animation of the custom ROM. Let's just see that. And you could see the clean stock boot animation of from the Google. That is here. Great to see. And now the ROM should boot to the OS in a few more seconds. It's exactly same as the Pixel experience. Great to see that. And that is it. It's a QPR2 base, as you could see. So we have got this new UI over here in the setup screen. Let's skip this for now. Choose the English language. Then skip this as well. If you want, you may connect to Wi-Fi, link your Google account and restore all the app data right now itself. But I'm skipping all of that because it will take a lot of time. So let's skip all the stuffs and skip this as well. And I guess that's just about it. We are now inside the OS. As you could see, we have the few Google apps. Third-party apps is just Dolby Atmos for audio enhancement and the VCR automatic call recording app. That is it. Then this is the QS tiles. You may change the size of the tiles as well by drag and drag and making them longer and smaller as per the requirement. Then just hit the back key and it's now saved. In the settings menu, we have a few tweaks as well. Let's first check them out in the Hertzify settings. Status bar tweaks. Show or hide the items from this section. Change the clock style. Clock and date tweaks can be done from here. Show seconds. Let's enable that. Battery style is fine. You may also add a battery percentage inside the icon. Let's keep that. Then tap to sleep. Colored icons, notification count, all of them. Tap to sleep. Tap to wake. Tap to wake is currently turned off. Let's see where it is. Tap to sleep is working great. Quick settings we have. Brightness, ladder, shape, positioning. Okay, nothing fancy as such. Notification tweaks. Then UI tweaks. System font. There are a few font styles that we could choose from. Let's choose Comforter. Do a UI restart. Then we have let's close this. Emoji style. Stock iOS. Okay, that's great to see. There are quite a lot of emoji style sections. Let's say iOS. Okay, it's requiring a restart. We will do so at the end. Let's skip that. But it's great to see we have these many emoji styles. Advanced restart is there as well. And it's the system, UI, recovery, and fast boot. All the required options are there. Bubble notifications are also there. Let's see if it's working or not. Yes, it's working great, as you could see over here. Let's close it for now. You may also enable sidebar and add your apps of your choice. Do a swipe from here, access the apps from here, or tap on this to access the entire app drawer. Maximize it, pin or close it. Let's close it for now. Then next up, the screen lock. Custom clock styles. Let's see what all it has to offer. The various clock styles you could see from here. It has a long list of clocks. They are great to see. You could see all of them. These are some new clock style as well. So this is nice. Okay, it has a long list of options of clocks. Let's choose any random one for now. Okay, it's a never-ending list. These clocks are not there on any other ROM. I haven't seen that. So these ROMs are looking quite nice. Let's choose this one. You may change the clock font style as well from here. You could see that, but the current one is fine for me. Custom AOD animations, clock size. You may change the clock size, transparency effect, opacity, change the color of the clock. All of them can be done from here, but I'm keeping it simple. So this is fine. Let's just verify it once. Yeah, it's fine over here. Then now go back. Anything fancy as such extra? No. Screen lock, custom clock. Okay, we have seen this section. Then we have the miscellaneous tweaks, PIF. So make sure you are currently online. Then only tap on fetch PIF. Then you can also put Google Photos. This will give you storage unlimited in original quality. Then after that, go to Tricky Store, import a keybox file. For the keybox file, you may ask the file from my article's comment section. I will share the file by email. Or if your phone is currently obtained root, you may flash our keybox module as well. The choice is all yours. And let me just verify if the current keybox is working or not. It would take just a few seconds. Let's just see. Okay, and you could see currently we are passing the strong test. So the keybox is up and running great. You could use the keybox to pass the strong test. Upload the keybox from here, and in the above section, fetch the PIF file. That is it. Task stands complete. Hide the dev setter from banking and payment app. Then we have the smart pixel, which will turn off some of the phone's pixel to save battery. You could save up to, choice is all yours. Maximum, I guess, is 75% of the pixel will be turned off, as you could see. This will save a lot of battery. If you want, you may enable that. Then we have the app downgrade. This will help you to capture screenshot and screen recording in banking and payment apps. This as well, ignore Windows Secure Flag will help you take a screenshot in those apps. Then it's the about section. Let's go back in the display section. What all is there? Let's just have a look at that. Dark theme, you may enable pure black as well, and it's implemented. Apart from that, refresh at 120 Hz at all time. Okay, it's fine. Tap to wake is enabled by default. Wallpaper and style section is over here. You may change the clock styles in the lock screen. We already have a new clock style, so we are not using this one, but I can show you over here. You could see you can change the colors as well, make it darker or lighter, change their size from this section. The choice is all yours, but I am not using this for now because I have my own clock style, which is this one. Then in the home screen, you may change the wallpapers as well. These are the Pixel 10. Okay, we only have one single wallpaper, nothing else. Then let's go back. You may change the icon shapes from this section. Enable themed icons. Change the shape. Let's choose this one. Hit the apply button and they are now changed. Size, let's choose small. 5x5 is the one which I use always. Hit the apply button. It's now changed. Then apart from that, in the system section, what all is there? Gestures. Double press the power button. Navigation mode. Circle to search is there enabled as well. You will require Wi-Fi, which is quite obvious, but at least it's working for now. Then let's go back and swipe to take a screenshot. Let's verify this. This is also working great. Great. Then apart from that, you must install the update from here or via the recovery ADB sideload. The choice is all yours. Then apart from that, let's see the home settings. Icons, you may use a custom icon from here if required. Change the icon size, font size from here. Home screen tweaks are given in this section. Show or hide the Google app from here. Apply to lock screen at a glance can be turned off. This is at a glance. You can turn this off as well if not required. Then at a glance style default extended off-screen OS clock. Let me see this one, how this looks. Okay, you could see now the clock style has changed off-screen OS. This is looking nice. Home settings. Then in the app drawer, you may change the transparency impact of app drawer style. Let's say One UI style. And how it looks. Not a major change, it's fine. Apart from that, we also have a few other tweaks. Let's just verify it once from the home settings. You have the list style, legacy or normal. Transparency can be changed from here. Used icon in the drawer. Then app search bar location can be changed. It's all fine. Then in the recent, you may enable Google Lens as well. Change the transparency from here. And we have all the three options. And that is it. So guys, that's just about it. If you have any query but regarding of the steps, let me know in the comment section. And thank you for watching this video. This is a new ROM and it's looking quite great with some great features. A balance between the features and the stability is there with not many bloatwares. Let me know what you think of this ROM. And thank you for watching the video.